They'll run with Chubb. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Jackson now. They'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position, now facing 3rd down. He may try to run for this. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this. Reward and him
a good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
We play to win. Let's go. First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Tackles. Double right. Back. Check 31. Hey. Motion.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he powers his way up past the 30.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
3rd and 4.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd.
54. 55, Mike. Hey, dude. I'm coming for you. You mine. Check 55.
From the gun, here's Stafford. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, Ringo. Mike, 55. Right there.
A first down carry here for Johnson. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Mike, 10, 55, Mike.
On second down, Johnson looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Alert! Hey. 55. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. Hey, Haywood.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
You ain't got nothing. 40 got.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. And he fires one, but incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Entering settings screen, you have 18 options. Menu narration option is set to off.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
I'm here all day. Hey, 22. Hey, box drop.
So they will go for it. Stafford. This is caught. It's Cooks. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
Detroit Lions, first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Check. 250.
Check, 55 to Mike.
Zebra.
Let him know.
Rush in. Hey.
Motion, pop. 55's Mike.
On 1st down, Stafford here. Open man is Galladay, complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch the pass.
A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. He's at the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Hey, easy.
Mike, 55. Check.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Aaron Donald make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together. Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. This offense converted once already in this first quarter. They're going to try it again here on 4th down.
Mike 5-4,
Mike 7.
Mike 5-4. Here we go.
Hey, Mike 7.
Check. Watch 54. Come up the ball hard. Mike 54.
Hey, let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Hey, 1 set. Light.
Check, Mike 54. Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys.
They are going to go for it. It's Stafford. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. They go with Chubb on second down. And for a second straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. From the gun, it's Jackson. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. It had been a near-perfect beginning to this football game. Already a double-digit lead first quarter, but their first misstep.
And you know how it is, partner. Sometimes when everything's going right, you start to feel like you can do just about anything you want on the field. This one didn't work out. If I were him, I'd go to my defensive captain and say, pick me up, my man. Help me out.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
$17-0 our score after one. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
Bravo!
55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Here we go.
Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. A good throw here, finding Pascal. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Your trip is here.
A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Stafford will stay out there. He'll lead his guys up to go for it on 4th down.
54, Mike, 54.
Hey, Charlie!
54, watch 54. I'm on. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Hey, D-line. Hey, middle.
They're going to try and throw. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position.
Come on, Shaq. Ain't you gator. Hey, we got tight left. 4 down. Shaq, move.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing on second down, Jackson. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for them.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Odell Beckham, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown.
That's it, baby. We gonna work.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Lions, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Omaha, ready to move.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Mike.
Hey, orbit.
Army. Mike 55, Mike 55.
All day, baby, all day.
Mike 55.
Play action. Stafford. He gets it to Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
1st and 10 at the
61, matchbox lights. Hey, wahoo.
Switch it, come on, switch it. 55 is my guy, 55. You remember me?
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Rashawn Gary leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
What did you learn?
I got him.
Buzz.
Watch 55. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Stafford. Rashawn Gary, his 2nd sack of the night. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation.
Pick me up. Here we go. Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55. We own them. Hey. Mike 55. I'm coming.
To throw is Stafford. That's into the hands of Pascal. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
Check, 55 to Mike.
No gain on this defense, no gain.
55 is my guy, 55.
Hey, stay with your man.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Joey Bosa. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the 1st half, decided there's a time to be aggressive. Now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one. And look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But 4th and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe.
Jackson going to get this out to Brown. And going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his second touchdown on the season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the rout is on here in this first half.
31, Lions nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Easy. Hey, Echo. 54 Mike.
Now a play fake and it's Stafford. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. The Lions on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On second down now, it's Johnson. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, 50. Hey, check Mike.
Hey, seam 6.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Set the tone, 59. Tone, defense, let's go.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. He finds his man Johnson. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll bring up second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
I can't believe they even let you play.
32.
Hey.
Hey, Alpha.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. All day.
Zero.
Mike 55. Let's go, D. Big series right here.
Here's Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Devin Bush coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. Throws this one right side to Pascal. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Out is Carlson now for the Raider field goal. From the right hash, this from 53. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
We go set. 250.
Mike spot 4. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right.
Hey, give me radar.
54 is Mike.
Hey, Zoo.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. All day. All day, every day. Any day.
59.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. From just shy of midfield, Jackson completes it to the tight end, Kittle. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
Chubb with a carry on first down. It's not going to yield much, maybe a yard. It's second down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Jackson, he'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Now they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down.
Pick up the ball.
Jackson from the shotgun. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 26.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 28-yard line.
Here we go. 6 yards. 2 right here. 52.
And for a second straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
2 running plays go backwards, so what's the call on 3rd and 13 now?
right here, over there, right? 52's the mic.
This time Jackson will throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. So he needed a little assist from his friend the right upright, but 3 points all the same.
Yeah, he's a right-footed kicker. Normally, you don't mess with the right upright as a right-footed kicker, right? You're trying to bring it back right to left. But in this case, he got the assist. Right was right.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
37-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
You better be afraid of me.
50-50. 55's my guy, 55.
Hey, Haywood.
55. Right there in the middle, 55.
From the 40 now on second down. Stafford, and he will find his man on the outside. 11 yards there, first down.
Blue 60.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Monday. Hey, 5-0.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Nice, sweet.
On first down, it's Johnson. A gain of 3, second down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
It's a party now. Mike 55. Watch the slant.
Mike 55.
On second and 7, Stafford, he completes it to Jones. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 33.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Hey, high 7.
They'll run on first down. Johnson. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
32.
Check right.
Bravo.
65.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Mike 55. Bring it.
Hey, 70.
Hey. Mike 55. Mike 55.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball.
Stafford now to throw. And Pascal's got it. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 14. Stafford now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Big 20.
From the red zone now, Stafford. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Again, it's Stafford. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his second there.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Charlie. 55. 80 weapon. 55.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Check 13. Check 13.
Hey, check Mike, check Mike.
Throwing on third down, Stafford toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, the fact you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Yeah, still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And again, it's Chubb. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Don't get nervous.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right. 4 down. Go.
On third down, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Back now at Ford Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Got it. Mike 40. I'll ball with that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
They run it again with Chubb. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down.
Mike, 54.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Ball trot. Ready. Run.
From the gun, Jackson. He finds Beckham complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Pick up 25 as they convert on third. And the coach has decided to challenge this play. He has tossed down the red flag.
Get ready. Get ready.
A gain on the play. First down, Los Angeles.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
and that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Now it's Jackson. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. But it'll be second and goal. Another shot from the one on second and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a third and goal. The Rams on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. They're looking at a third and goal here. Now it's Jackson. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Odell Beckham with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Zerline good with a PAT, and that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
The busy night continues for Johnson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 13. It's a first down. On first down, it's Johnson. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey, Delta.
Hey, 1-7. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Second and 5 now. Stafford. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing is ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. The Rams on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. From the gun, it's Jackson. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A.
his position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that addition.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game, and privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching, and he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Continues to be a struggle for this offense, and this home crowd, they're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Down, go to base. All right, here we go. Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get it.
They run. Chubb. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
52. He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Jackson, option right. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
And the Lions are able to cover this one up. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford, that's complete to Cooks. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 28-yard line.
Top 6-6.
Pull it high.
Check 49. Check 49.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Stafford, he's good. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
My old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Jackson, options out left, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Chubb. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. Oh, Chubb fumbled it, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that, just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. They'll run on 1st down. It's Johnson. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. On 2nd and 12, Stafford. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Coverage on the play by Kyle Ford.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory.